Hello friends, welcome to the second session of Operations Research online lectures. So in this lecture, we are going to study in detail about the decision making under uncertain environments. We will also introduce what the uncertain environments are. So first of all, we will look into the types of decision which we already covered in the previous lecture. Then what is the case of decision making under uncertainty, and then the decision making under certainty, and then uncertainty. We introduce it, we will see the examples based on the decision making under uncertainty. So what are the types based on the environment? First of all, uncertainty is there, right? We know the outcome in this case, right? Then under risk, the outcome is not known, right? But the probability is known. Means there are 50% chances, 20% chances of success, likewise. In decision making under uncertainty, even the probability and the outcome both are not known, right? We already discussed this. So we already gave the example of decision making under certainty, where when you are investing in Kisan Vikas Patra, at the end of 5 years, 10 years of tenure, you know for certainty that you will get the return. So that is decision making under certainty. We also look into the risk as well, where we gave the example of mutual funds, right? But here in uncertain environments, let's say for example here the example of half filled glass. If you see here, for optimist it is half full, for pessimist it is half empty, and likewise, right? It means that it depends upon the subject, what the perception is for the given case, right? In the same way, for the decision maker, there are different perspectives in regard with the decision making. So we will look into these techniques of decision making under uncertainty, so that we can easily solve the problems of decision making under uncertainty. So first of all, it is optimistic criterion. What do you mean by optimistic criterion? It is maximax. Means whatever the profit we are getting out of that case, out of different cases, we will get the maximum case which has the maximum profit. We will look into an example so that you can easily understand. Then we have pessimistic approach, where you will look into the worst conditions as well, and then out of those worst conditions you try to get the best. Then you have Hurwitz criterion, which is based on realism, right? Depend upon the criteria coefficient we decide beforehand. We have regret salvage, the method which is invented by Salvage, that is regret criterion. And finally Laplace criterion, which is based on rationalistic decision. Let's look at them one by one. So first of all, we will go for the maximax criterion. What do you mean by that? Is that the decision maker has the very optimistic approach whenever they are deciding this with the problem based on this maximax criterion, right? So let's say for example, if you have been given the payoff matrix, right? Payoff matrix based on the different outcome whenever you are deciding about some alternative. So what you will do with the methods of, first of all, you will pick the maximum payoff of the each alternative, right? And out of those maximum alternative payoffs, you will select the maximum payoff. So that is the concept of maximax. We will look into an example so that you can easily understand. So the profit making of a milk booth of a particular brand under small, medium and large orders. So a milk booth is there, right? 3 orders are there: large, medium and small. And with the different demands, like say for example low, moderate and high demand, the payoff is given here, right? So let's say for example for this small order and with the low demand, here the payoff is 1200 units only, right? Now the owner wants to decide to go with which order. Means the owner should go with small, medium or large order based on different demand, right? So what will be the first step? What we will do is we will transpose this matrix. So here we have written small here, medium here and large here. That is our first step, right? Out of this, the first step is we will look into the maximum payoff here. So what is the maximum payoff here? 1200, right? 1500 and 1800. So that is we have written here. That is a step 1. Now out of this all payoff, we will decide the maximum payoff. So what is the maximum payoff here? That is 1800, right? So that is the step 2. So what the criterion was? Maximax. So first of all, we looked into from right to left maximum payoff. and then maxi means another maxi term. So what do you mean by that is out of these three payoffs, maximum payoff which we have derived here in step 1, we will look into the maximum payoff. So it is 1800, which is large order. So the owner will go with the large order, that is A3. Let's look into the new criterion, which is the maximin decision. So what do you mean? It is also known as the Waldian decision making. Now the approach here for the decision maker is pessimistic approach. What do you mean by that is, first of all, we will look into the minimum payoff out of these alternatives, and then we will pick up the maximum criterion, or say the maximum payoff. Let's look into the same example. Again, in the first step, we will look into the maximum, as the name indicates, we will look into the minimum payoff. So out of this, if you see here, we have transposed this matrix, payoff matrix, and then we will look into the minimum payoff, that is 1200 in this column, 1000 in second column, and 800 in the third column, according to maxi-min. And maxi means the first term from right to left. We will look into the maximum payoff. So out of this, the maximum payoff is 1200, which is corresponding to the small order. So the company will go with the small order. So based on the, you can say, pessimistic view or pessimistic criterion, the company will go with the small order only. Let's look into the Hurwitz, or you can say realism criterion. This is the combination of maximin and max criterion. Combination of both. Pessimistic and optimistic means in between, right? Balance. So what is the step here? First of all, we will calculate the Hurwitz value. Now alternate which has the maximum Hurwitz value will be our criterion for selection. So the formula for the Hurwitz value is rho max into alpha. Now alpha we will decide beforehand based on the previous data, plus rho min 1 minus alpha. In the exam in GT, you will be given this alpha value, and it is between 0 to 1. That is also known as the coefficient of realism. If we talk about the same example, what we can do is, here the maximum payoff value is 1200, right? Here 1500 and here is 1800, and minimum is 1200, 1000 and 800. Now what is the value of H? H is given here 0.6. We assume 0.6 value here for the alpha, right? So Hurwitz value, if we can find out based on the alpha value, which is 0.6 into 1200 plus 0.4 into the minimum value, we got 1200 here. Same way we got 1300 in medium and 1400 in large. So finally in step 3 we will take the largest value here, the largest Hurwitz value, which is 1400, which is corresponding to the large order. So the owner will go with the large order based on the Hurwitz criterion. Then we have minimax regret salvage criterion, right? Now here it is based on the regret is the amount you give up due to not picking the best alternative. Little bit confusing one here, because you are losing on the opportunity, you are calculating the opportunity cost here. So how do you calculate that? So first of all is to step 2, calculate the regret table. So how do you calculate the regret table? We will look into that. Then out of that regret table, you will select the maximum regret, right? Now out of those maximum regret of 3 alternatives, for example, you will select the minimum one. Let's look into the example so that you can easily understand. Now here, once we have transposed the matrix 1200, 1200, 1200, likewise, right? 1200, 1200, 1200, 1000, 1500, 1500, 1000. Sorry, here 1000, 1500, 1500. So moderate, here they have converted into this transpose. So 1500 minus 1200. Why we have done this? Because here we have looked into the minimum value here. So that is 1200, right? Here it is 1000, 12,000 minus 1000, 1500 minus 1500, 1800 minus 1500. In the same way, 1200 minus 800, 1500 minus 1300, and 1800 minus 1800, which is this one, which is the maximum value here, right? Out of this here, the maximum value was 1500. So we deduct the 1500 from all the values. Here same way, the 1200 was the maximum, so we deducted 1200 from, and likewise. First of all, we have transposed this, right? In the next step, we will look into the maximum value, maximum regret. So what is the maximum regret here? 600. Here it is 300, and here it is 400. Out of this maximum regret, we will find the minimum, because as the name indicates, minimax, we will look into the minimum value, which is the 300 here, right? So based on 300, which is corresponding to the medium order, the owner will go with the medium order. So based on minimax principle, the owner will go with the minimum moderate, or you can the medium order. And finally, we will look into the equally likely, or you can say the rational option or Laplace criterion. Here it is based on the probabilistic estimates. Each and every alternative has the equal amount of probability. So we will find out the average payoff, and finally we will look into this alternative which has the highest average. So almost it averages out, and whatever has the maximum highest average, we will go with that decision. So again, if you transpose this and calculate the expected payoff value. So how do you do that? Just add them and divide it by the 3. Right? So 1200 plus 1200 plus 1200 divided by 3, it is 1200. In the same way, for A2 action, course of action, it is 1333. For A3, it is 1300. So if you see here, the maximum value, it is for the course of action A2. So based on rationality, or you can say Laplace criterion, the owner will go with the course of action A2, which correspond to the medium order. Right? So in this way, based on different techniques, we can easily solve the problem of decision making under uncertainty. So in next lecture, we are going to look into the problem based on decision making based on the risk factor. Till then, thank you.